Good morning. This short presentation outlines the ventilation requirements and provisions in TGDF 2019 and the NSAI registration scheme for the validation of ventilation systems in dwellings. TGDF 2019 provides that for dwellings with an air permeability of less than 3 cubic meters per hour per square meter, only mechanical extract ventilation or mechanical ventilation with heat recovery systems can be used. Natural ventilation should not be used in such dwellings. TGDF 2019 provides also for natural ventilation background ventilators to have a 40% increase of the minimum equivalent area, meaning 7,000 square millimeters for habitable rooms, equivalent to 100 mm diameter hole. Control indicators should be in a visible location to the occupant and not in a remote location, such as in the attic or above the ceiling. Control indicators should also indicate to the occupant that the system is operating correctly and if a fault has occurred. Ventilation systems, when commissioned and balanced, should then be validated to ensure they achieve the design ventilation flow rates by an independent competent person. The same provision applies to major innovations where a mechanical ventilation system is installed. To that effect, the NSAI has established a registration scheme that certifies an individual as a competent independent third party to validate that a ventilation system has been installed, balanced, commissioned, and complies with Part F 2019. There are currently 26 registered validators across Ireland, with more awaiting to join in. You will find their contact details on the NSAI website. They are present all over the country, from Mayo to Wexford, from Kerry to Laos and even in Dublin and Cork. There is one near you. The NSAI ventilation validator will call on site, will be provided with a ventilation design, will check that the design satisfies the minimum requirements, and then proceed to take measurements to establish that the commissioned system complies with the satisfactory presented design. Then, the ventilation validator will issue a ventilation validation certificate. That certificate should then be provided by the assigned certifier to the building control officer, just the same as an air tightness test certificate. The top part of the certificate gives the details of the dwellings, as well as the design and measured flow rates for the ventilation supply. The bottom part of the certificate gives the designed and measured flow rates for the ventilation extract and whether the overall ventilation installation complies with Part F. Therefore, it is important for the BCO to require the ventilation validation certificate from the assigned certifier to demonstrate compliance with Part F. Together with the NSAI, we will be running later in the year a 1 to 2 hour workshop on ventilation inspections and validation as part of the NBCO annual CPD program. We hope to see you then. Thank you.